and this is an example of innovation. Due to the project parameters, when editing a commercial, I chose a 60-second, 30-second, and 15-second. The one thing I did not encounter or do, I started to, was storyboarding. And the reason why, if I would have storyboarded this project out, it could have been the same, or I could have taken the pieces or the elements that were given to me as far as the video footage and then laid it out. But anyway, storyboarding happens first. And in this process, when you take from other people's property or timeline or video, it just gets tough. So in other words, I was given these images of beans, and I could have done a car dealership, or I could have done a coffee house, but I decided to do a coffee company because when I did the research, I found out that Medellin, and by the way, I pronounced it wrong. It's not Medellin, it's Medellin, is located in Colombia, and they don't have a coffee company. They have the Colombian Medellin company, but not Medellin coffee. So in any respect, I don't think I want to mess with the cartel over there, but I decided to do it anyways, and here we go. So,
high in the mountains.
This shot right here is actually a shot I took in Africa and Uganda with my drone, and it's high in the mountains, and it kind of looks the same, so I just used it. Credit be given to me.
Medellin is a hidden treasure secluded from the world.
Now that funky voiceover is me.
Our coffee.
If I had a budget, I would have scripted it out, hired 10 people with this crew, lighting, film, travel, voices, or gone to voices.com, but
is our heritage.
I couldn't do that.
We grow our beans
because I don't have the budget.
Beans at 1,500 feet above sea level in the Colombian.
Excuse me for the fake accent. With improper structure as far as saying Medellin correctly.
Cultivate and produce some of the finest beans in the world.
One of my secrets to doing a 1 minute, and I do this a lot for my clients, is to find original music and more or less something organic, atmospheric feeling. So I used audiojungle.net, and you can see right here, I always download a demo and I go right to the beat measure here and do my cuts within that. So it kind of jives with it. So I have to speed stuff up 1,000 degrees faster than slow it down. That's my mojo. I just felt like this was more of a colorful, environment, not a black and white film. So I decided to do a new coffee company called Medellin. And back here, I took a Illustrator file template, and I put my new logo branding that I came up with and did. And then I also used an existing project in Adobe After Effects, which is over here, which is actually Element 3D. And the reason for my video recording, as far as showing whether I was, creative in my thought, is the simple fact that this is an Element 3D file. So if we go over here to effects control and scene setup, Element 3D, I'm going to recommend this to anyone in my class. If you go get all the plugins, and by the way, you have to go to videocopilot.net. Buy it, then you can go into this really cool 3D world. Check that out. You can change lighting, environments, logo branding, attach objects. I have a plethora of motion design elements over here. So if I want to put anything in from a spacecraft or coffee cup or what have you, object star, lights, etc. It's kind of like a mini Cinema 4D in that it works with After Effects directly, and the rendering engine is just unbelievable. I don't even know why I use Cinema 4D sometimes, because if I can use this to get ideally the same backgrounds and objects, and actually Cinema 4D is good for modeling because you have to do it initially in there. But if you don't and you already have the model, you can apply this with any kind of effect you want. Get out of it. Let's go ahead and exit that. And that's really, hopefully, my answer to innovation. Was it innovative? I think so. I don't think Adobe Premiere, a non-linear editing software timeline, is advanced enough to mess with Adobe After Effects. If we go down here to libraries, for instance, let's actually go to Essential Graphics. There are built-in presets, which are GIF files. They're animations, but this is nothing like the effects you get in Adobe After Effects. So these per se, you can drag and drop it, onto your timeline and then go edit it from there. However, for motion graphics, I mean, it's a great workaround. They're clean, they're concise. But if you really want to go to that 3D level, I really suggest Adobe After Effects and Element 3D. Not necessarily Cinema 4D or Lightwave or Maxon. I mean, some of that stuff is really, it takes years to learn. So I'm going to cut it short, and let's just back up. And here's my 60 second. Then I cut it down to 30 seconds. Then I cut it down to 15 seconds. And I'll let you watch it yourself after this presentation. Hopefully that was enough for innovative thinking. Thank you. Bye.